What is going on, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So today, right now, I'm having one of the best fishing days of my life. And the fish are here. They're stacked. There's bait everywhere. I'm getting bit on the A-rig, the spoon. They're busting. I mean, it's the end of November and they're hitting on top. It's crazy. I don't actually have a top water. I've been catching them on an A-rig and a spoon. But it is just one of those days where everything has lined up perfectly. And I haven't done a 30-minute POV uncut video in a while, so I thought right now, while I'm on some fish, would be a perfect time to do it. So I am going to set a alarm for 30 minutes. It's 1:33, so we're gonna set the alarm for 2:03, and hopefully I can get some fish on film for you. It's been an absolute blast of a day, and I mean, you can just see, look at the graph. That's what the graph has looked like all day here, and it's incredible. So let me shut up, put you guys on the chesty. Hopefully that's not too blurry. No, I have been catching them on the A-rig mostly, but I just switched over to the spoon, and I have been tossing the spoon down there quite a bit earlier, and I just wasn't getting a bite. Wasn't getting bit. And I was throwing drop shot, and the A-rig, actually letting the A-rig fall on a lot of these fish, I was getting bit. But finally, they have seemed to start chewing the spoon. The A-rig bite slowed down, so I switched over to the spoon. And I've caught 3 in a row, just vertical jigging. I'm not a spoon fisherman, so don't really take any tips or techniques for spoon fishing from me, because this is like the second time I've ever done it. Now I hope we don't get curse of the camera where they stop biting, but I mean, there's so many fish down there, I don't see that happening. Just trying to find the big wad. I mean, there's fish everywhere here, it's crazy. I think there's kind of an area out here that they were all stacked. Kind of gets shallow, yeah, right here. Yeah, it kind of came up a little bit and got shallower. There's a lot of fish here though too, smallmouth, largemouth. I'm not going to give any spoilers as to, you know, the size and what has really happened today as far as fish. I mean, obviously I've caught them good, but it has been an absolute crazy day. And there we go, right there, see? That, oh, it came off. But that will be the next video, and I think you guys are really gonna like the next upload. Again, uploads every 3 days, so 3 days from now, it will be live. Yeah. This spoon, by the way, and I'll link all the, as always, link all the gear in the description, but this is the Blade Runner Duh spoon. I think it's, I can't really say the size, I'm not sure, but I'll put it in the description. I've got 15-pound fluorocarbon, Corrado reel. This is a Dobbins flipping stick, probably not your best spooning rod, but that's what I have, so that's what we're going with. Had one right there. Come on now. I thought for sure we'd have a fish in the boat by now. Anyways, I don't know when this will upload. Probably, I'm gonna guess sometime in December, mid-December maybe. So I might be in New York as this uploads right now, so after this video there'll probably be a few more California videos, and then see if we can do a video in New York. I don't know, December, New York bass fishing, not really a thing unless it's frozen over, of course, and you do it through the ice. But we might try maybe some like pike or pickerel in New York during my time home for Christmas. Look at the graph, it's crazy. See, I mean, they're at every depth too. There's fish mid-column, there's fish on the bottom, there's fish on top, of course. We might have to go back to the A-rig if we don't get bit in a minute. Because what I was doing with the A-rig, and again, I'll kind of explain this in the next video, which is the day itself. But a lot of my bites were me just seeing those mid-column fish and throwing the A-rig right over top of them and just letting it sink down. I was getting bit like that. What's going on here? I'm trying to find the spot. Today's the kind of day when having a graph really pays off. Come on now, where'd you guys go? Bear with me, guys, I'll get one for you. I had to do another one of these videos when I told myself the next time I do a 30-minute uncut video is when I'm on a really good bite and I can get some really good action, preferably without a drop shot. And today is that day. Gotta find them. They are moving around a little bit. I mean, there's a ton of fish out here, but they are moving around, chasing bait. You know what? Let's go back to the A-rig. A lot of the fish I've been catching today, we're making casts like that cast in particular. There's a point and then a deep side next to it or over top of it, and that current's been rolling over it, and there's been fish sitting on the other side, but kind of just keeping a little tension in my line. And they've been, a lot of the times today, hitting that A-rig on the fall. You'll just feel that little dink, and you'll set the hook, and then they'll just double you over. I mean, these fish, these A-rig fish are just like so aggressive. I don't know why. I don't know. It's a weird thing. It seems like A-rig fish, every A-rig fish I've ever caught is like more aggressive than other fish. Oh, so I just found a bunch of fish on the bottom here. So let's put the spoon back down. Come on now. This fish got camera shy. weird. I wasn't catching them on that particular side on the spoon. It was all A-rig over there. I finally got spoonfish over here on this other point. I don't know if that really makes a difference or what, but let's go back over here. I'm pretty sure they were just around here. I'm still too deep. Where'd they go? Go for that big school of them. They're out here somewhere. This is kind of what the day's been like, though, up until I found these fish. I've been literally just pedaling around and looking at my graph, looking for these fish. Yeah, there's some fish there. Not the school I wanted to see, but I'll drop on them. See, they're not, it's weird, they're not hugging the bottom now. Literally, right before I turned on the camera, they were hugging the bottom, and I was able to get them on the spoon, and now more of them are kind of mid-column. It's weird. There we go, that's a good group right there, actually. That's what we want right there. I think that's a good spot. Come on now. Punchman right there. Right beneath me. Come on now. Do what you're supposed to and eat the spoon. This fish got camera shy. Well, guys, just to give you a little update, a little housekeeping on the channel, if you aren't aware, for probably the last, I don't know, half a year, I've been uploading every 3 days. It's been definitely a grind. I mean, it's fun because, there we go, finally. Okay. See, when I get talking, they start biting. What do we got? That's a good one. That's net worthy, I think, guys. Yeah, that's a good one. And that has been the size we've been catching today, too. You guys will like the next video, I promise. These fish are so fat. I mean, like I said, today has been one of the most fun, one of the best days of fishing I've ever had. Let's go get another. And look at the graph, by the way. Untangle, please, untangle. Sorry, I'm trying to get my bait untangled here. Come on now. Okay, let's get another one. All right, anyways, as I was saying, kind of updates to the channel for 2019. Nothing's definitive yet, but just some general kind of information for you guys. I'm gonna continue to upload every 3 days, even throughout the winter. Most likely for January, most likely, it's not for sure yet, but I'll probably bring back the Throwback Thursday series, except it'll just be Throwback series. And that'll, oh, there we go. Oh, that's a good one. Man, these fish are interruptive. I mean, I say it's a good one, it's hard to tell. It doesn't really feel like a bass though, but it is. Another giant fish. Oh yeah. Come on now. Look at that. Anyways, like I was saying, God, what was I saying? The Throwback series will probably be in effect again. So just like for the month of January, I'll do every third upload, I'll do like a throwback video of, like last year I did top 10 frogfish of the year, you know, top 10 you know, big fish of the year. And then for the last one, so there'll probably be like 4 throwbacks for the month of January. And I'll have you guys, I'll have a community poll, and I'll let you guys vote on the last one like we did last year. I think last year's winner, or the most requested, or the highest amount of votes, was the video for best bankfish, whatever caught. Oh, that's not a good one. Like, I can't tell if I'm net. Oh, that's net worthy. Best bankfish won last year, so I don't really bankfish that much anymore, but I had a bunch of content from the bank, so I made that video for you. You guys seem to enjoy it. Man, these fish are so freaking healthy. Oh, jeez. So expect that for January, most likely. What else can I tell you? Sorry, it's hard to concentrate and talk when the bite's like this. And then I gotta get the hook out of the net. Gosh. Alright, I don't think I'm using the net anymore because getting the hooks out of these things is just a pain in the butt. Yeah, so next year's going to be exciting as far as content goes. I've kind of mentioned this a few times, but goal for next year is to do a lot more tournaments, do more KBF events, more traveling. Try some. Oh, there we go. It's not a fish. I just smacked it. More tournament circuits across the country, more travel, and just kind of keep that going. I think some of my best videos are tournament videos, and I love fishing tournaments. I love bass fishing. I love trying new bodies of water and meeting new people, and we're gonna keep that trend going for 2019. Maybe a few East Coast tournaments. Definitely California. Oh boy, that would have been bad, losing a $600 combo. But yes, more tournaments. Continue uploads every 3 days. And more multi-species too. If you guys haven't noticed, I've been doing a lot more multi-species fishing, especially this late fall, winter. Started out with the salmon, of course, with Rob Matsura. Then we went for lingcod with Eric Martinez and Tyler Jackson. Went for striper with Tyler and John, and that was kind of a fail. A little bit of an unfortunate day, but yeah, we're gonna keep the trend going, and when there's an opportunity to, you know, fish for a new species out of the kayak, or not necessarily out of the kayak, but just in general, we're gonna go for it, because it is cool. You know, I love bass fishing, but I love just fishing in general. And who knows, when this uploads, I may have done a few more multi-species trips. That lingcod trip, man, those saltfish, they fight like no other, and that was so fun. It's almost like this, except the fish were bigger. It was like just dropping down on fish, and they would just dunk, eat your bait, and it'd be game on. But those lingcod were fun to catch just because they were so strong. These fish are strong too. These fish are strong. And they're fat. Every fish is just gorged fat. So it's really weird. Like I was saying, I threw the spoon earlier on these same fish and couldn't get bit. But they were biting the A-rig, and now apparently they're eating the spoon. I don't know if maybe the lower light maybe is helping or what, but it's good to have different baits on deck. Keep wiping you guys off just in case. God, this is so fun. I just love catching fish. And today, it's even better because it started out tough. Again, I don't want to spoil the video, but it started out tough, and we kind of had to work for these fish. And it paid off. Wow, that's weird. That felt like a fish. It's weird, right? There's like oh my god, that was insane. That was a pike minnow. It hit it on the drop. It was like 8 foot down and something, dunk, and I felt it. Obviously I set the hook, and alright, that'll make for good footage. Did I get the camera wet? What I was saying though is it's like there's like a point out here, or some kind of ridge, where it gets up to 24, and on each side it's like 40. It's like 40 on that side, 40 on the other side, and it's like as soon as I can get it on that, you know, 24, 25 foot ridge right there, there's a fish right there. That's where they're sitting on. Gosh, This would actually be a good time to probably have a marker buoy. See? Weird. Oh boy. How far are we in here? 25, 54? Oh boy. Battery's looking a little low too. I don't know what's up with my GoPro, but the batteries are dying really quickly. I think it's an old GoPro. But if I do die, if the camera dies, I'll change batteries and we'll resume. Where's the fish? Bumped it. I think it's just the bait got tangled. Those spoons fight hard. So, some of the tournaments I know I'm doing for 2019 KBF National Championship. Jeez, can't talk. Of course, on the Red River. That's March something. I think I'm doing the Shasta tournament in California, the Hobie Open or Hobie tournament. Basically, it's the tournament on Lake Shasta. It's a big payout. It's like 40 grand, I think. And then I think the winner might go to the Hobie Worlds or something. It's a big deal. But I'm going to do that one. I'm going to try my best to get back to Texas on my way to the National Championship and fish a Cats event or another circuit. Doesn't matter. North Texas circuit, East Texas, maybe the San Antonio circuit. Who knows? But I plan on making the trip out to the NCs. I'm going to make that an experience, a worthwhile trip, and kind of see what tournaments are going on during that time. But those are the tournaments I know I'm doing for sure. I'm not going to make an announcement on this yet, but there's a good chance I'll be moving for part of the year next year. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Still travel for work, guys, if you didn't know. Still technically travel for work, so I am working still. I'm not just a YouTube fisherman that gets to go out every day. I mean, I wish, but that's not how it works. Well, I'm glad we finally got some fish. It took them like 8-9 minutes to bite, but glad that this video ended up being somewhat of a success. We got some fish on film for you on the Duh Spoon, the Blade Runner. This color is Morning Dawn. See, now I'm too deep. It's weird. Like, there's a certain depth that I'm seemingly getting more bites on, and it's not 40 feet. Seriously, a marker buoy would come in handy right now. Because I'm kind of just guessing where this little ridge is. I think it'd be easy to find, but apparently it's not. For those of you guys who have made it this far into the video, congratulations. That's pretty cool. Appreciate you guys watching and sticking with me. So, don't say anything, but just leave a comment below. Any comment below, and I'll pin it in 3 days. So the next upload, I'll pin it. And that comment, that person, I'll send you a good old gyobait shirt of your choice. So comment below, don't tell anyone, and you are entered to win a gyobait shirt. Okay, good timing. Time is up. 30-minute POV, or 30 minutes fishing uncut, is done. Alright, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys like these kind of videos. Obviously 30 minutes uncut fishing isn't always going to be like this, but it is kind of interesting to, you know, show you guys 30 minutes out of my day. And even if I'm catching fish or struggling, I think you guys, hopefully you guys find it interesting. But that is it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later. All right, later.